Welcome to this quick roundup of the Apple event today, March 9th, 2015, where we learned a few things about what Apple is going to release. The first, if you have an Apple TV, the HBO Now service will be launched, which means that you can actually cut the cord of cable and have only streaming on the web HBO at $14.99 a month, which is roughly the price of the cable subscription in most markets. So, you can actually cut the cords with your cable subscriber. This is a big news event because, for a long time there were these deals where cable companies absolutely wanted everybody to have the possibility to subscribe cable-wise to a channel to enable streaming of that same channel. And this is the first time that a major channel, HBO, is actually offering a cut the cord type streaming service, which means that you don't have to get cable anymore. You can actually just subscribe to HBO and watch it on your Apple TV, which is quite interesting. What's interesting also is the drop price. Today, for a little while, when they actually talked about the Apple TV, a lot of people started saying, will there be a new Apple TV? And actually, no. We're still on the third generation Apple TV. So there's nothing new there, but there's a price drop. And I think that shows a lot of competition with all the, other streaming boxes like the Roku, the Chromecast, and so on. There's just so many boxes out there that now exist that they have to lower the price if they want to be competitive, as most other boxes are lower in price than the Apple TV was. So 69 bucks for the Apple TV now, which is not bad of a price actually. No word if there's a new Apple TV coming soon. We have really no idea of anything about Apple TV in the offing, so we don't know. So Apple TV third gen now at $69, which is not bad of a price. Of course, the event for today was the Apple Watch. The Apple Watch, which has many, many interesting features, and all sorts of monitoring of, for example, your heart rate and so on. And also a talk about the fact that the Apple Watch is also teaming with, its Apple Kit, where they will enable all sorts of apps, and they talked a lot about fitness and health. So it's going to be interesting. Many versions of the Apple Watch coming up. The basic version at $349 to $399, which is the aluminum model called Sport. And this one is mostly for the fitness enthusiast, as they're trying to sell it to. $349 for the smaller 38 millimeter and $399 for the larger 42 millimeter model. There will be choices of colors and bands. The stainless steel edition starts at $549 and goes all the way up to $1,049 for the smaller model, depending on the selection of watch band. The larger model will range from $599 to $1,099, and the Apple Watch Edition, the luxury model with 18 karat solid gold, will be available in specific retail stores for a price that starts at $10,000, which is a very high price for a watch. So all-day battery. They also talked about the fact that it has its own Wi-Fi. It interconnects, of course, with your iPhone. So it does look like an interesting device. Maybe the thing that is the most problematic, I would say, for now is it's a new product, so we're not really sure how it's going to perform in the real world, and might want to actually wait until they sold a few before, going on the bandwagon. A lot of people actually are, they want that new thing. But it's always wise to wait a little bit and see if it works well. So all-day charging, what does it mean exactly? We're not really sure. One thing we know is that it actually has something called a magnetic charger. So the Apple Watch is charged with a magnetic charger that clicks into place when it's near the back of the watch. So that magnetic charger will actually, probably by way of a magnet, just pop on the watch and it will just charge it. No plugs or anything for that, so it's going to be an easy charge, of course. Pre-orders for the Apple Watch start April 10th. The release date is April 24th, 2015, so that's when you'll be able to get that new Apple Watch, that new Apple product. An interesting thing also is that new MacBook, a new model, very, very thin, very light, 2 pounds, the thinnest model yet. They've redesigned the motherboard actually, and it's very, very small suddenly. There's choices of colors, including gold, and it has only one port. That probably is maybe the negative side to the new MacBook, I would say, is the fact that it now has a USB-C plug, that new type of plug, and it actually acts as a USB port, a display port, a power port, a HDMI port, and a VGA port. So it does everything, but with one port, and that is kind of a little problem here, because that means that if you want to plug in a USB key, or plug in an adapter or HDMI, or anything you want, it's kind of a little complicated. Now if you have an Apple TV, we understand one thing is that VGA and HDMI are not necessary, because you can actually stream that screen directly to your Apple TV, to your TV. But still, it's that the usage of that computer as a device is kind of complicated. If you plug in an external screen to work, well, you won't be able to actually plug in the power cord because it uses the same plug. And what if you want to use a USB key to actually transfer files and stuff? So that is a little problem. I think they should have, personally, I think they should have put the power adapter on one side and maybe put a separate USB display, HDMI, VGA on the other side, instead of that, because on the other side it's a headphone jack. And you know what? I would have removed the headphone jack and just put a USB, more of a standard USB thing, or I don't know. Battery should last about 10 hours, which is about what an iPad lasts. So it's going to be interesting to see the new stuff and the new MacBook. It starts at $1,299 for the basic model, and comes with a 256 hard drive, SSD hard drive. So 256 gig SSD hard drive. So that's pretty much the roundup, if we can say, about today's event in short. So new products coming up, lowering of the price of the Apple TV, and of course the famous Apple Watch that everybody wanted and waited for, available April 24th, but you can pre-order it on April 10th. So if you enjoy our videos, want to subscribe to our channel, you'll be informed when new videos are online. If you have any comments or questions, maybe you have a video, an app for the iPhone or the iPad that you'd like us to review, let us know. We'll try to post that video online. Thanks for watching.